support equipment, get the rental cars, go to the hotel, and prep for the next day. The other half of the team would launch the planes out from home that Friday morning, and wherever we were going, we'd have a ETA. They should be here, be within the area. We were always on radio, telephone contact. What was going on in case something happened. But show up Friday practice show. Get the cars, hotel, meet everybody at the show. FAA, air show promoter. That was pretty cool. Saturday, showtime. Saturday night would be a hangar party or something the promoters would have for introduce everybody to the crowd, not to the whole crowd, but just to the local invitees, the VIPs. Sunday, another show. We'd finish up Sunday, make sure the jets were good to go for launch out Monday morning. You'd launch the planes out Monday morning. Our airport ride back home would be probably that afternoon. Get back home. Sometimes you'd have a back-to-back show. You would put your clothes back in the cleaner. You'd have two black flight suits, polo shirt, khaki pants for dinners or VIP stuff. You put back in the cleaners. Get your boots redone. If you had back-to-back shows, you were moving, you were rolling. So you had to get that done. But it was a great team of individuals that were picked for those teams, from the pilots to the maintenance personnel. It was a total of about 13 of us. I think 8 or 9 maintenance and 3 or 4 pilots. You had one pilot could fly the demo. You'd have a narrator, and it came to a point where we had to have a safety observer, which I will explain to you why kind of that happened. But so narrator, either team chief or assistant team chief, 2 crew chiefs, and an avionics troop who would do the videotaping and would be there for red balls for any flight controls or avionics issues. But that was 4 years of that. Worked my way up to, at one point, I was 7-level engine run qualified guy on F-16. So if there was a problem at a show or at home station, I could do all my safety checks on the ground, jump in the intake, jump in the exhaust, walk around the jet, check the jet out, make sure she's good to go. Okay, what are we running here? Is it a fuel issue or a different type of issue? Whatever it is, you'd have your book in the cockpit with you, ground person on the ground radio headset talking to you, fire guard, and you say, okay, you go through the motions, talk to the tower, get clearance, start the jet up. For a lot of people, I can remember going through engine run training. Yes, I was nervous. Yes, I was scared. I got a $30 million aircraft. I'm sitting in the seat, and the emergency procedures, you could not miss one question on the emergency procedures. If that aircraft caught on fire, if something happened, what are you going to do? What are you going to shut off first? Fuel master off, throttle off, safety. There was a pattern you had to go, and you had to get everyone right. So that was cool. I was engine qualified for probably those 4 years there, which was awesome. I can remember one day, got a phone call from the squadron. It was 2, 3 in the morning. Hey, can you come in? We have 3 jets that need running, and we don't have an engine run guy. I'm like, what? I said, that's bad planning on y'all's part. So I went in. I got in about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And the first 2 were easy engine runs. They were just engine idle runs, and everything was done. They just needed a guy to run them. So I came in, went through the forms, read over what I need to look at doing here in the aircraft, and did that. Those were cool. 7 o'clock, I was on the 3rd aircraft. They were doing the firewalk, and got it done. No problem there. It was that was one day I still remember, because to run 3 aircraft in a 2-3 hour span was something that didn't get done a lot, but I was proud. My team, they were all proud for me. My boss was good. He was happy. So, so did that. My last year on the team, we lost the guy in front of me. He was the assistant team chief, and he got orders to leave to go. So that moved me up, and the team chief was like, "Hey, we can save money on sending a person to an air show if the narrators or the NCO, the team chief, and the assistant can start doing the narration for the air show. So we learned, started doing narration at air shows. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shaw Air Force Base, located in Sumter, South Carolina. So it's a 13-minute show. You have a bunch of flip plate pages to flip that you just flip over and read. Talk about the show. You introduce the people launching them out. You introduce the pilot, and it was cool. So I was doing that my last year. They used to call me the Michael Buffer air shows because the boy could get on the microphone and let it flow. And so that was my last year. So that was Shaw. Met my now wife, girlfriend there, and we've been married 22 years as of Labor Day.
That's awesome.
And she finished up. We met. She and her girlfriend were out in Columbia, South Carolina, celebrating their first year of law school.
Okay.
And I was just out with the team. A couple of my teammates' wives had finished South Carolina graduation, so we were out just partying that night. And we met, and 2 years later, she finished law school. Okay. We were married, and we just called joint spouse. So she outranked me, of course. She's an officer. I was enlisted. Yeah. Where can you go that he can go? Was the question for her enlisted for her officers and my enlisted to talk about. So they said, well, she can go to White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico, and I can go to Holloman Air Force Base. So we were thinking, okay, we'll just get a house and live in between both of them. Make the drive short. We should have a little drive. Lo and behold, we finally pack up, have marriage, everything good to go. We head out to New Mexico, and we get out here, and it's like there's nothing between.